So I've got a USB cable that came with the system. There was also this adapter that we could probably use for this test as well, I think. What kind of plug has this got on it? No, I can't use that for this test. I've got a little 2 amp or 3 amp maybe USB charger over here on the power rail. And supposedly at power up, we should see all the LEDs flash. Can I plug this in and not cover up all the LEDs so we can see if it actually flashes? Looks like this goes in this way, maybe. No, I seem to be upside down. Well, that's definitely upside down. Oh, I think I saw the LEDs flash. So it says when the kit's powered, all LEDs will briefly flash, then go dark, and a second or two later, random pattern LEDs will light. So let's cycle the power again. It looked to me like they all lit up. I'll do that again. Yeah, all the LEDs seem to be lighting. And then we end up with this random pattern. My favorite quick and easy test is set switch 1 on and lower the aux switch. So all switches are off. Switch 1 on and lower aux 1. And it's running, this will run kill the bit, and you'll see LED 15 to 8 light in sequence. 15 to 8 light in sequence. So here's a good second test. Set all the address switches to on. And raise the examine toggle. Do I need to stop this first? And raise the examine toggle. All LEDs should light. If not, there's either a problem. So A15 to A0 all lit. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we're examining the switch register. Expect the LEDs to follow the switches. In terms of core functionality, I think we have a working system. I have no idea what I just ran. We should actually be able to go in here and let me stop it again. Do an examine. And that's at address 0, and I think, can't I? There it is. So I can step up one address at a time. There's address 3, and just see whatever the random data in program memory is. So that's working as I would expect. We can step up through memory. We could of course be using deposit to deposit stuff. We can do a reset. So set all the switches on. And it was I was just examining memory. Okay. So we know the switches are working. We've seen all the LEDs light. We know some of the switches we've tested are working. So at this point, we have what seems to be a functioning unit. That's pretty cool. So now they want us to move on to the hardware. They kind of put everything together. I don't know what other programs are available. Let's see if the manual, if the manual moves further into other programs or not. It may have been up on the website. Yeah, the manual ends here with assembly. It doesn't get into other preloaded programs. I know in reading on this, there's disk images and CPM and things that you can, mount floppies to switch combinations and things, and boot the machine, and use the serial terminal, etc. But those are still really bright, even with the 1K ohm resistors. Almost too bright, although when it's running, it won't be as bad. I think it was switch 1 up, and nope, reset. There it goes. So you're getting some bleaky light action here. So it's doing memory reads, the M1 cycle on the processor. I don't know what WO is. Interrupt E, protect, memory read, input, M1, output. So it's import and output. Halt, stack, I don't know what W0 is. And interrupt. We've got the data bits here, data 0 to data 7. And what we're seeing here is the address bus. And so it's playing a game here where will not certainly change the pattern. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'd certainly change the pattern. Let's reset it. Well, anyhow, this will be a short video, power video. That's pretty sweet that we've gotten this far. Next video, we'll start to jump into some of the other hardware that gets mounted, and we'll go from there.